What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Survivor Reignited. As always, joined by my side, my buddy, who has now, I think he's drank the Kool-Aid. I think he's fully
A
invested.
little bit.
A little bit. Like, he's sending me clips online for different things with Survivor. He's tagging me in social media, on TikTok and stuff, with stuff from Survivor and stuff he sees. But my buddy, MJ Duplessis, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm here, man. As always, I am your friendly neighborhood dad hat wearing, reality show loving, wrestling loving, pop culture fan, dad hat, aka Justin. And here we are. We've got through the crap. We've gotten through 2 seasons of shit, and here we are. But before we jump into season 6 of the Amazon, 2 things I want to bring up. One, I know you haven't had a chance to watch it. We've talked about it a little bit offline. Anybody that's not watching Australian Survivor versus the World, find it, watch it. Holy shit. Like, it's a different beast. It's a different level.
Australians are crazy, so that makes sense.
It feels different. I literally watched that first episode. Like, they're like, and what I love too is like, it's like Big Brother where there's multiple episodes a week. Like they air Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That first episode which was now going on almost 2 weeks ago, like I got done and I'm like, I'm breathing heavy because I was like on the edge of my seat. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, it is insane. And now, once we get through all 48, or by that, who knows what season they're on by the time we get to the end here, we're going to watch damn Australian Survivor. Like, believe it or not, on YouTube, I found the one for Finland and I found the South Africa one. But the Finland one, I'm like, it's all subtitles. And I'm like, okay, I feel like I would miss things. I feel like I would.
Yeah. I don't do well with subtitles.
It depends. It comes and goes. The other thing I want to bring up real quick, and I sent you a picture of this.
The immunity idols for 48, 49?
Nope.
Oh, the book.
The book. Stranded, written by Jeff Probst.
We're just plugging everything.
Well, I just want to bring it up. Like, so this is a young adult's book, right? So it's not that hard to read. The print's big. It's not that long. Like, it's like 170 pages. And I enjoy reading.
I hate reading, so that's long.
This is taking me forever. Forever. I thought I would finish this in like a day, 2 days maybe. I'm going on like 3 weeks with this thing, and I'm only halfway through.
Forever?
I don't know. I want more for the plot. Like, it needs to just move a little bit. The whole premise is it's four kids. It's like an older brother and a younger sister, an older sister and a younger brother, and their parents married, so they're a combined family, right? Well, their parents got married and are on their honeymoon, so they're with one of the kids or one of the siblings' uncle, and they're in the ocean on a boat, and they've been there for like a week. Well, they hit a major storm. Like, the first little bit went really through because you're going through the storm and the ship crashing and everything. But after that, I'm just like, let's go. But it's about them being stranded. And the thing is, I know this is a series, so I know it. I'm sure at the end of this one, they're not getting off the damn island. But I'm just like, so I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to read any more of this. Like, shout out to Jeff Probst for writing a book. I think it's awesome. But I'm just like, I don't. It's rare, even if it's bad. It's rare that I won't finish a book, but I don't know. Maybe it's at the point where, I mean, yes, again, I know the audience it's aimed for, and I'm not that audience. Like, I'm not. I mean, young adult books are great. Like, look, Hunger Games, Harry Potter, like all that kind of stuff is young adult. But like, I don't feel like that's that.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jeff Probst for writing it down. I mean, he's a New York Times bestseller, so.
Respect to that.
Yeah, big respect for that. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here, season 6, Survivor Amazon. I have seen an interview with Jeff that said that the Amazon was the one location where him and the crew had the most, what the fuck is that? Based on animals and bugs and things like that, because they're huge and they're stuff you don't see anywhere else.
Yeah, no. In the first 45 seconds, I was like, what the fuck? These people are going to die.
You're in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. So episode 1, we start out like normal, 16 strangers. They're traveling on a boat, traveling up the Rio Negro in the Amazon rainforest. And Jeff's got them up there. They're all up there. He's talking to them a little bit. And then he starts dividing them up. And we talked about a little bit like this with the last season because, they thought that automatically they were going to be males versus females. But then it became the two eldest choosing their tribes in between. What did you think? Because now this season at start, we get all females versus all males. What was your initial reaction to that?
I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I was like, oh, they're doing it. That's very progressive. Like that's cool for that time of age, that era. But then the men started talking.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna dominate. Oh, we're gonna run them over. Like, oh, they don't have the strength to survive. They don't have. And I'm like, but the funny thing is they did all that shit talking after the fact that, like, the reason why Jeff explained why they're separated this way, because that area was dominated by
women,
strong women, which is where you get the term Amazon woman.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah, I don't think the guys listened.
This is the first season, and you're going to talk about this a lot with this season. This is the first season. A lot of mostly younger, good-looking cast members, and it's all about tits and ass and sex.
That I was wilding out by some of the shit that was being done and said.
Right. Like, we're going to talk about that a lot. But, like, all the guys are talking about are the girls. The girls are talking about how they know that's what the guys are talking about.
Yeah.
You get moments where certain players are like, oh, well, she doesn't like me because they're biased against pretty people. And I'm like, and so there's a lot of that with this season, which is different than anything we've seen.
Yeah, no, this season was great, but also, like, there were some what the fuck moments.
There's some cringe. There's definitely some cringe and stuff that didn't age well. But I mean, again, this was what year did this one air?
This had to be like 0304. No,
it doesn't say with what I'm looking at, but anyway, so they get divided up, right? You get all the women. Heidi, you get a confessional, and Heidi's the first one to go. As soon as they called like the fifth girl, instantly, this is an all-woman tribe, to quote her. You get Dina, who also does a confessional, and she's overjoyed. She says, I was absolutely just overjoyed that it was an all-female tribe. It's an all-chick thing. We can let our hair down. We can pee in front of each other. And I am on an even playing field because I have 7 people of the same sex. And the first person who talks the shit talking is Roger. And we're going to talk a lot about Roger here this season because he is.
So this season premiered in 2003.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds about right. But yeah, like Roger is the first one.
He's already talking shit. And he's already pissed.
He's one of the older men. Like he's not. I mean, he's not old and elderly like Roger from Australia or Rudy from Borneo. Like he's like probably in his late 40s, early 50s.
But a chauvinistic pick.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Horrible human.
And the women hear all this shit talking too.
And then you have Jenna, who's upset that they're doing men versus women because she can't manipulate the men now.
She can't flirt. She can't show her assets. She can't, well, here's the thing, though. She's saying it in a different way, but Rob Sesternino, which I know you finished the season, so you know why. But like to me, Rob Cesternino is one of the like he was probably one of the people that fans were most excited to hopefully come back in season 50, and he doesn't.
Yeah,
He didn't. He didn't make the cut. He's going to be on Traders, and people are freaking out over that. But he plays such a good game this season. But like he says it, but Jenna is saying it a whole different way of like you came into this game with a strategy. Strategy is now gone,
yeah.
completely gone. Um, Jeff lets them know about their names. You know, um,
Which I honestly in my notes never used.
yeah, Jabaru and Tambaki. Uh, Jambaru is the women, Tamaki is the men. But they have to paddle off. They have to, you know, to untie their boats and get away. And the women don't start off to a great start, unfortunately, which makes the men shit talk even more
Yeah,
because you
they're
got Shauna.
struggling. There's a power struggle, and there's
But Shauna can't untie the boat
yeah,
or the like the tiny boat that they're paddling off on away from the big boat. So the guys are talking shit anyway, straight from that. Um, and it's funny because like they're every guy is like smitten already from like each an individual girl. Like this person likes Heidi, this person likes
yeah.
Jenna, this person likes Shauna. And I mean, I'm sure that's the whole damn boat ride.
It reminded me of high school.
Very much. This was a locker room. This was a
Yeah,
locker room.
somebody who was the equipment manager for my high school football team. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, it's crazy because it. I mean, I give them credit for doing it because again, this game is one big social experiment. We haven't seen men versus women. Let's take a
yeah.
look at it. Jenna's quote is hilarious though. Stranded in the jungle with 7 other women is my worst nightmare. If you're on a tribe with all women, you can't use your womanly powers on women. They could
Yeah.
care less. They find that insulting. With men, it's just easy to manipulate them.
Yes, phenomenal, Jenna. You're well played.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tom McKee is the first one to reach their beats. They dock their boats. They find a crate of supplies ahead. Um, the men are still talking about how they're the favorites to win it all and are going to run over everybody.
Yeah,
But
and then
Ryan's kind of a realist. Ryan is being like, we got a lot of pressure against us because we have to perform.
yeah, Ryan's a smart man.
Hey, I've said forever, like you don't. I know my wife is smarter than me. Like I'm not like I ain't gonna put nothing past a woman. Like,
Yeah.
um,
When the women finally get together, we get a bombshell dropped on us
what's that?
with Christy.
Chrissy, yes, yes. Before we get there though, when they get to when Tom Bikey gets to their beach, they do discover a box with a lock on the inside in the crate.
Oh yeah, the secret crate.
Yep, yep. And so it's different this time. So instead of rice, they've got manioc flour as food.
Delicious.
So I don't know. I've never had manioc flour. So
I did a few times.
I mean, to me, it reminded me of like how Jerry in Australia made like the little tortillas.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess
very much that.
Yeah, like that's probably the best thing I can think of. So yes, John Baru, the women's tribe, they find their camp, and Christy drops a bombshell. What is that bombshell, Michael?
She's deaf.
What did you think about that when that info dropped?
First off, salute to Survivor for including someone with a disability like that.
Mm-hmm.
Give them much respect.
Yep.
But then I was like, fuck, she's at a major disadvantage. She's going to get fucked right away.
Yeah. Yeah. There is one of the last couple of seasons so within the last probably 2 years. It might have. I don't think it was. It might have been the very last one. The newer ones kind of run together for me because I've only watched them once. But there's somebody on there, and when Jeff asked like, "What made you finally apply?" and he talked about Christy and having, you know, her having a disability, and he has a major speech impediment. Um, and so he just resonated. And Jeff is like, "That was however many years ago. Like, what took you so long?" And he's just like, "I just kind of rewatched it, and she touched me more, like as a now that I'm more of an adult and everything." And so yeah, so I mean, this was a
Yeah.
big deal. This is a big deal. Um, she talks about how she can read lips. She talks about, just make sure everybody, she's like, I just want to make sure that I'm hearing and you guys are aware. And she's very big on, she's like, don't let the guys know.
Yeah.
She doesn't want that she thinks she'll be a target
Yeah.
somehow or be taken advantage of. You got different reactions from the women,
This
uh,
is where I got pissed.
okay. Why?
Heidi, not even giving a fuck.
Heidi's not my favorite survivor ever. She's pretty low on the totem pole for me.
Like, not even trying to like be cooperative with your teammate is some bullshit.
Yeah, I give you this though. We never see Heidi play ever again.
Thank God.
Yeah. But yeah, different reactions. Janet says Christy has a hearing disability. It took us by surprise, but she asked us to look her and speak slowly so she could read her lips. Um, Jenna is kind of like she's like, I'm just wondering how she's going to be able to work with a group. She can't really hear well. I don't know how it's going to work out. I really don't. So, I mean, there's skepticism, there's worry, there's
Which
fear.
is understandable.
I mean,
But at
it's
least you
different.
try.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember because now I'm in another season already watching. Like, it's not like they did the challenge where you're like, someone's a caller and you're carrying puzzle pieces and things. Because, yes,
Yeah.
that ain't going to work.
No.
You can't do that. So, at Tommy Key, go ahead.
I'm going to assume producers did that on purpose because of her disability.
I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, that's kind of a shitty move if you didn't. Um, kind of a shitty move.
Accommodate a list of it.
Yeah, yeah. At Tommy Key, the men are trying to figure out where to put their shelters. You got Butch, and I love Butch. Butch is kind of like a slightly younger version to me of Roger from Australia.
Yeah.
Like, he's an outdoorsman. He knows what to do. But I love Butch because he comes in. His luxury item is a banner. So similar to how Colby in Australia brought the Texas flag, he brought this big banner. He didn't know if they were going to use it as like shelter, but it's from his school that he works out and it just says "Believe in yourself." And he's very positive. Like, and I'm like, that's like,
I love Butch.
Yeah, Butch is great.
Yeah, he helped out with morale quite a bit.
Everywhere, even when like tribe, like as they changed.
Yeah.
Rob Sesternino has a great quote. He's like, maybe you think you meet a guy named Butch from Illinois. He's a redneck. You think he's not that sharp of a guy, but he is. I like Butch a lot. Like, so I mean, this game, especially at the first little bit, is what's your gut reaction to people? And so I mean, and that changes as you like. That's society.
Roger, the bossiest fuck already.
Roger's an asshole.
Yeah. No, there were certain things Roger said and did that.
Yeah. Something different. And the men were smart enough to catch this on in their little crate of supplies. There was kerosene for lanterns. So boom, instant fire. Like, wasn't necessarily a struggle this season for it, which I don't think they ever do that ever again. I don't think you ever get kerosene. I'm assuming it has to do with something like for safety and protection that you need and how dark it is. Because I mean, we talked about there's major animals and bugs and things in the Amazon.
Yeah, there's certain animals in the Amazon that are scared of fire.
And so they will fucking kill you.
Yeah. So it was very much used as a protective. Uh,
Matt wonders if women have gotten fired yet. That's a big thing that he's wondering. Jabru, the women are struggling to get fire going. The
yes.
women struggle. We'll talk about this. The women struggle quite a bit, like in camp life.
Yeah, crazy.
Like they are there. There's no structure. There's no nothing. The
No, and
women's camp
Jean,
is a disaster.
yeah, and Jean pissed off already because
Mm-hmm.
she's like, okay, what's more important, shelter or making sure your underwear's washed?
Yeah,
That was
I'm sorry. I feel like it should just be an initial reaction at this point. We're 6 seasons in. This show's been on for 3 years. You gotta have shelter. You gotta have water and fire. The first
yeah,
three things you gotta do. You just have to. It's to literally be able to live. Doesn't matter. Like first thing is like, okay, there's 8 of us on this tribe. There's 3 things. 2 of you go do this. 2 of you go do that. 2 of you do that. You're an extra. You're gonna float around and help with whatever needs to be done at either station. Like
yeah.
this is
You
why I
would
get
think,
voted off because I would take the damn leadership role and I would fuck myself over. I can't help it. It's the manager in me for so long. Like, you fucking do that. You do that. Like, I would be the damn bossy person. But Shauna is suggesting the exact same thing I'm saying. She says that splitting the work between fire and shelter. Dina agrees. Dina is probably the most level-headed person on that damn tribe.
yeah.
The women's shelter barely. It looks like if you just like looked at it, it's gonna fall down.
Janet's already given up.
Yeah. I mean, there you've got the overly confident
Men
men and you've got the women who you got
are like, did we get ourselves in the wrong foot? Did
yeah,
we
did we shoot
make a
ourselves in the
mistake by
foot?
signing up for this?
Yeah. uh
And then the immunity challenge happens.
Hold on a second, let me
Oh, the men are already talking about hooking up with the women when it's time for.
you're
Remember?
out in the middle of the jungle, you stink, like no, no. I mean, props to anybody that has done it. No. I, I could wait 39 days if I needed to. Like it. Yeah. Like we'll move on from that.
It was wild locker room conversation.
Very much so. The women's before we get to the challenge is like exactly what she thought was going to happen. Christy, at nighttime, she can't see, she can't read
Yeah.
lips, she feels totally isolated, totally not cool. And a lot of the women don't really even make an effort to
No.
to include her because of that. So she just decides to go to sleep. Day 2, the women find a tarantula.
Oh, they freaked out about that thing. They were
Yeah, there's
pissed.
in their food barrel, their manioc flour barrel. Dina is trying to she's like, we got to figure out something. She's like,
Yeah.
we've got to. It's I don't know. It's just it's like none of them had an idea of what they were getting themselves into. It's the best way I can kind of look at it.
Yeah. No, this whole women's tribe reminds me of the young kids in Africa from Africa.
Yeah, yeah. I hadn't thought about that, but without a doubt, yeah, that's a really good correlation. With the men's tribe, with Tom McKee, Roger, who's bossing everybody around and everything, he notices Ryan and Daniel
No, they're
saying
doing shit, but
they're not
like,
doing the shit that he wants or stuff that
yeah,
he thinks is important.
I was ready for Ryan and Daniel to beat his ass.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Um, yeah, I mean, we kind of covered a lot of this, like the people are washing clothes instead of taking care of like what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Um,
But then we get the immunity challenge. The race
hold on,
to
hold on a second. We got to talk about Rob Sesternino's luxury item first because it's one of my favorite damn things. He brings a Magic 8 Ball.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Let's talk about this.
Because you can't, he said the one thing is you can't ask it if you're going to win challenges because it's
No.
going to either spook them or it's going to either, I forget how he phrased it, but it was um, like if we win a challenge and it's wrong, we're gonna question the power of the Magic 8 Ball. If
Yeah.
we like, he takes it very seriously. But
So
a lot of it's talking about the women, as always.
legit, right before that first immunity challenge, they'll use it to ask who they're gonna hook up with. That's like the most college friend. And by the way, I love Rob Cisternino. You're right, phenomenal guy. He is the most college frat boy ever.
Very much so. You know, he has his own podcast, right?
No, that's hilarious.
It's been on for years. It's called
You
Ron.
would be a podcast boy. I know I'm saying that while we're doing a podcast, but
Yeah,
you would be a podcast boy.
he covers lots of different reality TV shows, Big Brother, everything. But it's called Rob Has a Podcast.
I now need to see if this is on YouTube.
Oh, so much of it. I mean, it's been on. Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh,
figure this
I'm now like watching this or listening to it because that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, like he.
Because
I mean, and
he's
he's grown
so
up. I mean,
entertaining.
he's not the kid anymore, but I'm sure you can find back episodes
Yeah,
but he
he's
covers the Survivor episodes as they're happening. So I mean, you could probably find. I mean, I don't if he starts with the next season or after whenever he does, like probably listen to it as doing and get notes. But
he's
uh,
so entertaining.
it's very entertaining, and he plays a damn great. I remember the first time I watched this because I had seen him on another season where he wasn't necessarily featured as much, um, and or on something else. Or maybe it was another show. I don't remember. I saw, but when I finally watched the season, I was like, "Holy shit, you're a damn game player!" Like we will get another dad hat rant at the end of the season. Like we will get another rant. I promise you, folks. Um,
But yeah,
at the women's tribe, Jean and Joanna go fishing. Um, they also lost their oars in the water.
which was hilarious.
They had to try to, and there's piranhas in those waters. So it's not like you
Yeah.
can just stick your hands in and paddle. Like they're trying to just like sway the boat in the. They catch literally like bait is what they catch. Dina's still pissed at how everything is.
No, yeah.
The tree mail hints at something to do with balance and agility. So go ahead and take it away with the immunity challenge.
The race to unlock each other until one is left. And the man multiple times screwed themselves and was not they were getting ahead of themselves.
They were too confident. They were
Yeah.
cocky. Well, that's the
And
biggest thing.
the women shockingly win this immunity challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they do. And the guys immediately are like, we were too cocky. We were too confident going in.
The one who says it is probably one of my favorite contestants on this season.
Who?
The rocket scientist.
Yes. Yes.
Dave.
Yes. Dave Dave is one that I would like to see come back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy actually has a head on his shoulders and is like thinking with not his dick.
I'm shocked though that he revealed that he was a rocket scientist. Because nowadays people are like, oh, I'm not letting people know that I'm a lawyer, or oh, I'm a science
I
physicist.
think what helps Dave is, yes, he's a rocket scientist, but he's still one of the boys. Like
Yeah.
you, like looking at him, I never would have thought rocket scientist. That's not.
Looks like a PE coach,
Yeah,
like PE teacher.
like he looks like somebody who would work at Target, or like that was funny. I did not, but he looks just like he doesn't look like a smart genius.
Yeah, no.
So I was like,
But he
rocket
might be one of
scientist.
the ones that has the best head on his shoulders,
Yeah.
other than like Butch. Like he's gonna comment on the ladies being attractive, but he's not over there like gawking at like I can't wait to fuck them. Like they're just I just love that how adamant they all think that they are going to be able to hook up with the women. Like I'm just like, y'all are idiots. Y'all are dumbasses. Again, this is a lot of the first half of the season. Roger wants Daniel and Ryan to be on the chopping block.
And Rob Cesternino's already playing both sides of the fence. This dude is a genius.
Rob is the biggest game player in this season. He knew what he was doing even though his game plan went out the window, he knew what he was doing from the time he got there.
For somebody who had a game plan and had it ruined, he knew how to pick it up right back up.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah. We get to tribal council. Jeff brings up how the men have been cocky and overconfident.
This was great. I love seeing Jeff being a dick.
Yeah. Jeff asked Roger if the experience is humbling to be the first to vote someone out, or if it's not that big deal. Roger admits the experience is humbling, but was surprised that they were beaten for physical reasons and not mental reasons. And I'm like, fucking chauvinist.
Yeah.
Jeff made sure to say that, hey, they beat you all around.
Yeah.
It becomes, they talk about how they constantly talk about the women and who's the hottest and this is where we get like, oh, this person, like Rob is enamored with Heidi, which, sorry, Rob, if you ever see this, makes me question your, because I'm just like, I don't find anything attractive with Heidi. Shauna seems to be the big fan favorite, which I'll throw my 2 cents in. In my younger days, yes, but I also dated a lot of redheads. So, but yeah, it feels like literally it's just about they're at a locker room or a part, like sitting around shooting the shit, talking about like it's that.
Yeah, it's bad. But Ryan's cocky ass gets eliminated first.
He does, but Roger does get some votes. So I mean, there's shots fired early at Roger because of how he is.
Yeah.
Not to. I wasn't. I mean, it's not a shocking elimination.
I'm not at all. Honestly, I'm shocked Roger lasted as long as he does.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get to episode 2. Pull up my notes. They definitely start showcasing with all the B footage of the different animals. You see anacondas, you see alligators, see sloths climbing in a tree. You get it. They do a really good job, I feel like, with this season building that environment where they are. This is like one of the only seasons, I think they are in the damn Amazon rainforest. It's not as open as like the beach or even the Boma that was in Africa. Like watching it, I'm like, I feel claustrophobic for you because they're constantly surrounded by nature.
Yeah. Yeah. And Amazon animals are dangerous as fuck.
Yeah. Like it's I'm like, there's so many trees. I'd be like, let me have a beach. which I find funny too, because like now, as I've told you this, like most seasons now, it's they're filmed in the same spot in Fiji, so it's very beach, very like Borneo setting. You got a beach, you got tree line, got that kind of area. But like it's got to be weird for like as we get to like All Stars to like, all right, cool. I played in Africa. Now I'm on a beach. Okay, I played in the Amazon, which was surrounded by trees. Okay, now I'm on a beach. Like it's just adapting to the different environments. Um, we start off with on day 4, the women's tribe. Jabiru is trash is the camp's trash. Like nothing's together. Stuff's all over the place. The men are acting like they're in a frat house.
The women are actually
the women's camp looks like a frat house.
Yeah.
Like the women's camp looks like you had a rager the night before. Like the only thing missing is a bunch of beer bottles every which way.
Facts. This reward challenge. A race.
I don't. Dina is kind of elected to delegate tasks.
Oh yeah, that yes.
Like, which
they
I'm like,
finally decide like, oh, we need to like clean up our act and make this actually a livable situation. And actually put someone in charge.
Yeah. The men are attempting to catch fish. I mean, again, basic survival stuff. They're trying to figure out routines, and we don't necessarily get a lot of gameplay start fresh off of this season. You got great characters, but not a lot of gameplay right away. The women are trying to, they've tried to get things together. Dina's kind of delegated the task, and they're trying to work on a better shelter to beat the clock because major storms are rolling in.
The weather in the Amazon is bipolar as fuck.
Yeah. Yep. And so literally downpouring, and they're just having to stand there in their rain jackets that they've got. Like, I'm sure that's miserable.
No, absolutely. It has to be.
We get to the reward challenge, with the reward being fishing bait. Christy is the one that does not participate in the challenge.
First off, the guy, who was doing the guider for the men. I forget who it was.
Butch and then Joanna are the two.
Butch didn't know any of their names.
It's day 4. I'm shitty with names.
That was...
You, old man, go right. You, dumbass who wants to sleep with Heidi, move. Like,
they couldn't communicate for shit.
They couldn't.
The women blew them out the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. So again, 2 challenges down. Men lost both of them. So, yeah. The men are not happy. Like, the men are they're eating some humble pie. That's the best thing to say.
And then a conversation happens, which made me want to choke Roger through my TV screen.
Which one?
The homosexuality conversation.
Was that this episode?
Yeah.
That was this early?
Yeah.
I don't remember it being this early.
Yeah.
Rob, though, is the one scheming to get Roger out.
Yes. Roger's pissing everyone off with the way he talks and how he treats people.
Can we talk about Joanna and about how she's creeped out by the immunity idol?
Oh, yeah. Her like super Christian ass, and she was talking about idols and how idolizing things is bad, and it's just like,
I
Just
mean,
a,
it is in the Bible. It is, you should not worship any other. You should not hold any idols.
yeah,
Uh,
but this is a game,
I
and
mean,
Mike
yes,
is
too. I mean, but it also Jeff has said it for years. He said it since like season one. This is the idol that you covet. I mean, that's a pretty strong statement. So, I mean, if
it
you are
is.
very heavily religious,
Maybe you shouldn't have joined a game where that's going to be a sentence that gets said.
yeah, but like they don't. I mean, it's funny. I mean, no one's ever made a really big deal about it till now, and we're 6 seasons
No,
in.
and we had a bunch of super Christians last season
Yeah,
with
and in Marquesas too, with
yeah.
V and Sean
That's who I was thinking. Marquis, not last
Marquesas.
season. Yeah, Marquesas.
Um,
But I was just like, my God, lady.
She talks. I mean, Joanna talks about how she believes God struck lightning and rain upon the Amazon after they won the immunity challenge. So, I mean, she's not okay with it in any way, shape, or form.
You shouldn't have signed. You knew the idol was part of the show.
Yeah,
Why did you sign up if it was gonna be a big deal? I'm
I mean,
sorry, but what
you're
the fuck?
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Uh, Christy and Jean are talking about how Christy can't decipher what the women are saying at night and how much of a disadvantage that is. Jean tells her about she fills her in. She's like, I'll make sure she'll make
Yeah,
Jean's gonna make
I
a
love
conscious
Gene.
effort. Yeah, she's gonna make a conscious effort to fill in Christy every night.
Yeah.
She fills her in that Joanna is not a fan of the idol, and she says how stupid that is, and that erupts into a giant fight.
I'm with the deaf chick.
She holds her own. She's a very strong, independent woman. Like
Yes.
she's got it together.
I
Like,
love Christy.
yeah, yeah. Um,
But yes, it was after that Roger had that thing about homosexuality.
there's a big controversy. We're back to season 2. Instead of it being beef jerky, this time it's a granola bar. The women say they find a granola bar or wrapper at the bottom of their wooden crate. Um,
And we don't get an answer either.
we don't. Do they even show it?
They show it, yes, they
Okay.
show it. The camera pans to it, but nobody actually like
Yeah, we never technically got an answer if Cal had beef jerky in the damn Australian Outback.
yeah,
He
but
says he had bloody grass, but
at least they assumed that they thought it was cows. Like there was no like, who do we think this is or not? It was just like, hey, somebody admit to this, and nobody does.
I mean, a lot of people are speculating that it's Janet.
Yeah,
A lot of speculation thrown towards Janet's way.
that's true. I did forget about that. I forget.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Tom McKee, the men's tribe, they get their tree mail, and it's a clue about the immunity challenge. Each tribe must recall what is inside of an Amazon home, and that has various items in it. Jeff states that Christy cannot be chosen to sit out twice in a row, so Shauna volunteers. Um, but Tom McKee, the men's tribe, finally wins something. Only took him 3.
yeah.
After the challenge, Christy tries to convince the tribe to completely shelter. She thinks that everybody's being lazy about it. Dina, she's pissed, but she doesn't want to like dwell on things. It's just everybody's priorities are all over the place in the women's
Yeah,
tribe. Like
absolutely. It is wild.
everybody's doing what they feel like is the important thing to do.
Yeah.
The conversation of the granola bar comes back again. But we
They
get tribal
all
count. Huh?
they all assume it is Janet. You're
Yep.
right.
Yep. Tribal council. Jeff instructs women, getting fire. Janet talks about you got Joanna and Dina who have strength. It was. I felt like not Jeff. Jeff wasn't doing this, but I felt like you got a very catty women's tribal. Like it was a lot of
back and forth. Yeah,
attacking one
each other.
another,
Yeah,
like underhandedly, like underhanded comments,
yeah.
nothing directly.
No,
Um,
it was bad.
the idea that Jeff brings up the Christy and her her being deaf and the disadvantage that kind of puts her in and things like that, and that's a big topic of conversation at Tribal. Jenna gets pissed off because Christy brings up how she works really hard, but she's at a disadvantage while others who are fully capable aren't doing work.
I mean,
But
she's not wrong.
yeah, but in the end, sorry, Janet, you fell to
Do anything.
granola bar gate.
Well, I think Janet also had that issue where, like, even pre granola bar, she was already showing that like she wasn't cut out for this shit.
Yeah,
She was already struggling.
yeah. We get to episode 3. I think because of how meaty this, I think with how meaty this season is, we won't necessarily we'll have more episodes. Like with this episode, we'll do 3. We'll do like a couple more. Like we're not gonna speed through it like we did the Thailand where we did 7 episodes. Let's just get the fuck through this. There's a lot of meat on the bones coming up, so we'll have multiple episodes with this season. But episode 3, lightning striking, rain's pouring down. You see Rob Sesternino. He's marking the tree with how many days they've been there. Talking about how they've been there for 7 days, and on the 7th day, God rested. They're trying to repair the roof because the rain's causing leakage. Daniel, talks about how unfriendly Roger is in camp, barking orders still. So, I mean, they're a week into this, and Roger's still barking and barking. But you see the friendship that's developed between Matt and Daniel because
Matt speaking Mandarin,
clear as can be, like,
and where the fact that he was born in, I was thrown off.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. Well, he mentions later on in the season, like Survivor opened up his eyes to like maybe on a weekend he does need to just kind of relax and chill and sit and watch some TV and go out instead of what I've got 2 days off. I'm gonna learn French. I'm gonna read book and teach myself French. Like, and he seems like that way. He'd be that one. Like he gets a high off of building a new skill.
He very much reminded me of, and you've watched Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah.
You very much reminded me of Sheldon.
Maybe not to the like neuroticness.
No, but like on the like, he has to be the best, like brain wise.
Yeah.
He has to show his brains off.
Yeah.
Mateo is an interesting character.
I think he doesn't see it as like showboating. He sees it as a flex, and he wants to come across as a very well-spoken, well-educated, well-knowledgeable. He's not using it as a look, I'm smarter than everybody here. He's not using it that way.
No.
But you do see that friendship between Matt and Daniel. Over at the women's tribe, Gene talks about the hygiene in camp. We talked about it, but there's wasps.
Women's hygiene is disgusting in this camp.
Wasps have invaded the camp. There's mold in the manioc flour.
Yeah, no, wild.
But yeah, this is the exact moment when they deem Dina their leader, and Dina starts to. This is what we're gonna do.
Foot down, like we have to get our shit together.
And you see her do it too.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're doing this. But that's not important. We got to do this. Like she does it. And you start to see the tribe chemistry start to improve. Heidi is gloating about how they've done better than the men at all the challenges for the most part. We get to the reward challenge though.
This reward challenge was interesting.
Yeah, you get
Not the
toilet.
reward challenge itself, but the conversations.
Yeah. Well, the prizes are toiletries and hygiene supplies.
Which the women need.
Yep. Um,
It's funny how that works.
this is the one where they had. Do you have this in your basket? Do you have that in your
Yeah.
basket? Yeah. It's a
And
lot of flirtation. It's
the
a
flirtation was 100% crazy.
it's a mixer for the most part. It's a way to like it's awkward. Like I'm like y'all have no game whatsoever.
The
You have
sad thing is, it was working on some of these women.
I look at it like the women have all the power here, you dumb fools.
Yeah.
As a
But
man, if you understand that early, just understand the women hold all the power.
the fact that like Shauna, Heidi, and Jenna were like, yes, we can use,
This is their moment to use it.
and
Yeah.
it worked. Shauna was, and you were right earlier, Shauna's a gorgeous woman. But yeah, no, she took full advantage of that during this
Yeah. Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
challenge.
All three of the younger women did.
Or speaking of this, we have not spoken about this. Jenna.
What about Jenna?
Do you know who the fuck she is?
I know who she is after the fact.
That's what I'm talking about. And what she did?
Yeah, she was in Playboy.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Then no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Jenna Moroska, a former TNA superstar. She was the financial advisor for the main event Mafia.
Hold on. Please hold. Explain for our non-wrestling fans.
So when main event Mafia was a wrestling faction in TNA wrestling, and she was used as the financial advisor for the main event Mafia, and she wrestled a few matches. She had the feud with Charmel.
Yes, she did. Yes, there's a decent amount of Survivor TNA wrestling
Yeah,
crossover like that we will see. But yes,
yeah.
that
I was watching this. I was like, why does this chick look familiar?
yeah.
And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, she was the. And then she left the main event Mafia, and she was teamed up with a big girl.
Kong.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't even put two and two together. Yeah,
yeah.
that's her.
No, I was like, why does this girl look like I know her from somewhere?
Yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, I know she does Playboy after that.
Oh,
Like,
see, that's not. I've never been a Playboy guy,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I was generally like, oh no, she was on TNA for years.
Yeah. Totally forgot. Um, but the women win the reward challenge, so they get their hygiene stuff. As the night comes on the men's tribe that evening, Rob Sesternino talks about how, quote, he gained a far better reward than he could have hoped for. He specifically that he got to talk and interact with Heidi. Daniel does much of the same, talking about Shauna.
They all think these women want to jump their bones.
They also talk about the constant hymns and talking about Joanna and her religious aspect of her life coming out and how they're not a fan of it. Rob makes the most frat boy comment ever that he believes Jesus is he believes that Jesus is a man, or that Jesus is a man, and Rob thinks that Jesus would probably want the men to win.
That was a crazy statement. That was hilarious. I was like, whoa.
We get to day 8. The women at Jabiru are seen taking baths and cleaning themselves. A little more risque filming this season.
The men are already turning on each other.
Well, Christy talks about how there's a split, the younger women versus the older, and Christy's kind of more tied in with the older because they at least like kind of take more respect out of, to give her a little bit more respect with what she's got going on.
Rob over here playing the goofy frat kid, telling all these horrible stories.
This is where Heidi leans into there's bias against pretty people. Like there's bias.
Yeah.
Like I fuck you, Heidi. Like I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And we'll talk about why I'm not a fan when we get to the final immunity or the final tribal council. I can try to milk a comment. You can't read a room and you don't know what's going on in a damn situation. I don't remember. I don't have it written down. One of them talks about how they joke about they'll just go topless when they finally merge because that'll keep the men under their control.
Oh, that was Jenna.
Yeah, I thought that was Jenna. Like, yeah.
With her behavior here, her being employed makes sense.
It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, I've never seen the actual one. I feel like I've seen the cover. I think it's her and Heidi together.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think it's like a dual photo shoot.
I forgot Survivor or Playboy used to do things for like with TV shows and like.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the running joke is men used to say, "Oh, I read Playboy for the articles." Yeah. There was legit. It was a magazine. Yes, there's that. There's that in it, like the pictures and everything. But there were legit, full-on, real articles about movies, pop culture, politics. It was a magazine. Like, yes, there's naked women in there, but it's still a magazine.
Immunity challenge.
Let me make sure there's nothing else for them.
Women finally got their shit together on the surviving aspect.
Yeah, they're starting to. I mean, Dina helped a lot.
Yeah.
The men start catching fish. That Rob talks about how he's really good about playing up being the goofy guy, but really he knows this game better than anybody else.
Genius. Fucking genius.
The women want to build a proper roof.
Do you know who Rob reminds me of?
Who?
Have you ever seen the movie The Pest?
I think, but I don't remember it.
With Leguizamo. I forget that guy's last name.
John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
He played Luigi in the Mario movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays an annoying little character who on the outside is just a pest, but like he really knows what the fuck's going on.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. So tree mail comes. Both tribes are locked in respective cages. I don't know. I didn't write down what the hell they did in this challenge.
They trapped in the cage, tried to get out, just trying to use a key with a stick.
Oh yeah. Where they build the, yeah.
The women killed it and win it, like
again. Yeah.
Just blowing the men out the water.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Not the blowing the men want.
Haha. Hold on. I have something for you for that. Just for that comment. Do we still have it? Do I still have it on here? Please hold. It's not going to be as funny now because it's taking me so long to find it. But, yeah.
You no good, rotten bastard.
Ric Flair 2000. Can't beat that.
Fuck. So yes, the women dominate, win again.
They go straight into.
I mean, they talk about different. I mean, you do get a little bit of time where you see them talking about, who's it going to be, and of course Roger's name keeps coming up, but they don't take the shot at him.
Yeah, which pisses me off.
Jeff is poking the bear, asking the men how they're feeling right now. Roger, he's just like Rob is saying about how they're not happy to be there more as much as they've been there, but Roger just brushes to the side by simply saying that they're only doing the best that they can to compete. Like he's not going to say, hey, the women are beating our asses, even though they are.
Yeah.
Roger states that he's not a good fisherman and is not going to fish because others are better at it.
Roger pisses me off.
Yeah. I mean, he pisses most people off.
Yeah.
Daniel and Matt talk about their friendships. Daniel talks about being the only Asian American here and feels his minority status as part of the target on his back.
Because Robert is a bigot. Roger.
Roger. Roger just brings up the frustration he had with him and Daniel, or about Daniel and what's his name that got voted off the first episode. Yeah. Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he didn't feel like they were doing work.
Okay, they were doing work, just not as you tried to, boss around.
But Daniel gets it home unanimously across the board.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I was too.
This was the one episode where I was angry at the result.
I don't see him being I didn't see him being a real, like, if they kept going, I'm like, I don't see you being a big game player.
No, but you got to take someone out.
No.
Maybe because of just how I am in my beliefs. But
oh yeah. Roger shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Roger shouldn't be there. And that brings us, folks, to the end of episode 3 of Survivor Amazon. It's a very testosterone-filled start to a season, with a lot of gawking and a lot of sexual stuff. I don't think we ever get
good compared to what we had to do with last season.
Yeah, which is funny. We get this after the last season, after everything that happened with the dude and the girl in the cave. But I feel like this is like the only season where this really happens, where you've got a tribe that's gawking at the other as much as these are. But
I think that's what happens when you have a bunch of, they booked a bunch of 20-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I brought that up in the beginning of it's a very, very, very young cast, minus 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, it's actually impressive.
Yeah,
or not impressive, but it's like they were definitely trying to get I'm going to assume that the producers were trying to get a younger audience to watch the show.
Probably. I mean, the popularity. They're still super popular right now. I feel like maybe you hit a lull after the last 2 seasons, so they were trying to get it back on the upswing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot more to come with Survivor Amazon. Before we get out of here, as always, Mike, let them know where they can find you, what you got going on.
MJ DePuestas on all social media platforms. You can catch me every Monday night, every Monday live for Netflix and Raw with Ring Queen Michaela and the Pro Wrestling Wizard Doug. Inner Circle with Wheels. I'm trying to get a new episode out there soon. And also, What's Life Starts Lifing, because all 3 of us, I know I say this every week, But god damn it, do me, Bree, and Husky just got a lot going on. Queen's Court will be back soon, hopefully.
I'm gonna eventually clip all the times you say that, and then I'm gonna put the SpongeBob 10 years later.
And then every other Thursday, I have now taken over learning the ropes on Cold TV.
You have. You should.
And that's been fun.
Michael is busy as hell.
Yeah.
He always like I don't know how you do it. Like
I don't know. We'll talk about that off screen.
Yeah. You can find me, Dad Hat Wrestling, all social medias, World Championship Wreckage, all social medias. Give us likes and follows, leave us comments so we can interact. Also, thank you for everybody who's continued to follow us over on TikTok, where we post clips from the show, clips from here. You know, interacting with people who love Survivor. I mean, it makes it more and more fun. I want to start kind of incorporating people with their comments and things. But yeah, thanks guys for the support as always. For Michael, I am Dad Hat. We will see you next time as we continue down the path of the Amazon. Later, y'all.